What's the whitest song you like?
Jagged Little Pill. Alanis Morissette.
Oh, okay, you went way too white. Just like, what?
What do you mean? Please. Alanis is who she thinks she is. Okay, yeah. I've got an alter ego. One of my alter egos is Alanis.
Do you have a white song you like?
Probably by... it would have to be Alicia Cara. Do you know Alicia Cara? Yeah. One of her songs, definitely. No, not that one. She actually, she's got a lot of nice songs, man. I'm just struggling to find one though. But I have a lot of favorites.
Isn't it funny though that we always catch ourselves? We will always identify the song as a white song, and we will like pick it up after liking it. Like, wait a minute, this is actually a really white song.
Yeah.
We would just like the song for what it is.
Yeah.
And then later we go, oh wait, but this is a super white song actually.
Gonje, there used to be like a compilation back in the day, man.
Now.
About Here Now.
Yeah.
But now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You see, my first white song was from those days. Oh my goodness. I'm just struggling to find. Oh.
You can't say that my white song is not whiter than his.
Oh no, it's definitely not
He's
whiter
than mine. He's whiter.
I got the whole album.
What? Guys, December, when those things came out, it was album after album. Here Now.
I'm telling you,
15
hits
tracks.
on hits.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's why bands like Hillsong or white Christian music's terrible. Because they don't have the whoa that all these black songs have. If you have the whoa, that song's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Israel, Kirk, they all have the whoa.
Yes.
And bam, everyone's hands up.
Yeah.
Hillsong doesn't do that. They just fill it with words.
Yeah.
That's true.
Take me to the star in the skies where the snakes live. What does that mean?
Bro. I found that they used that song Oceans for the weirdest reels, like on Instagram. You just find they've got this in the background, and I'm like, but what you are doing, you are talking about a woman here. I don't see how, it's going together. What on earth?
Just grab a cup, you're watching before your weekend. 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 Hey, you're watching before your weekend.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Before You Weekend. Happy Friday. We are nearing December, but more importantly, we're also nearing Black Friday. Are we starting anything? No, but we need to have a conversation. With us today is a hip-hop award-winning rapper named Landrose. How you doing?
Good, my good sir. How are you guys doing?
Awesome,
Good.
man.
Good.
Awesome.
Oh man, blessed to be here.
Thanks for coming through.
Yes, ma'am. I had to. I absolutely.
We
had
don't
to.
give you much of a choice.
Yeah.
We're sort of like, it's the best place to be. Find yourself here.
But let me tell you, man. 2 seconds in, I can tell you the hospitality is unmatched.
Yeah?
Oh my goodness. We're talking coconut water. What?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Only the best for multilingual rapper. How do you even?
It's true.
I mean,
Where did you first hear about Landrose's music?
I think it was last year. I can't remember the track because I'm really, really bad at that.
Last year, 2022.
But
Farewell.
no, man.
Or What a Time to Be in... What's it called? What a Time in South
I
Africa?
think it's What a Time. Yeah, I think that's the one. And I was like, oh, okay, I like him. Because, it's relatable. It's not just, we're not just filling the air with like words kind of thing. And what he says actually matters. So that's when I first figured, okay, I like this guy.
You know what caught my attention when I first heard your music? I enjoyed the fact that, okay, in 2022... We have rappers who have low register voices again. Because back then, you couldn't be a high-pitched rapper.
You are going there.
Think about it. If you were around during Biggie's time, who was after Biggie? Eminem, Dre. If he came with a high-pitched voice, what are you doing?
You weren't going to make the cut.
They
You're not going to make the cut.
Now you're the bass rapper among the high triples.
It's true.
And I'm not mentioning names. Some people are good. It's just, we want to hear low register.
It's true.
I mean, I don't want to sound like... It mustn't sound like I'm listening to my child rap.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, TK.
What?
I mean, I'm not complaining. You know how I feel about men with those high-pitched voices. No. But who exactly are you talking about?
Well, I'm not going to mention South
mentioning?
Africans because we'd like them to come say hi once in a while.
Oh, yes, please.
But we can go international. Let's go Young Thug. Come on.
You're on it today.
Say something.
You're on it. Shame. Poor people.
Oh, man.
But it is a community, right? Do you guys still think you're in competition?
With the rest of the world, or just here in South Africa?
Just here in South Africa. Is it collaborative?
You could say that, you know? You could say that. It's like some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah.
You know, but you can feel it.
You can feel it.
It's in the air. You know, it's in how people move. It's in how people approach situations. It's in how we only smile and acknowledge each other when we actually meet in person. But it's like, oh, you know me? Bro, I've never seen you say anything on the socials. Like, what? You seem to know so much about me. Like, when we meet in person, you tell me a whole lot of stories.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, bro, all you have to do is just say hi.
Yeah.
I probably follow you, but I've never even seen you in my comments. Or
Have you ever been subbed? Like in a song or in a tweet? You know they're talking about you, but they're not saying your name.
I think, I don't know if that person would probably be testing the waters or something. Because, not that I know of.
Have you subbed?
Nah.
Like, you know this for someone, you hope they hear it, but...
Nah, not at all. I'm very direct. I'm very direct. So, nah. Okay, so far, it's been clean energy around me, you know? I haven't experienced...
Okay, are there written verses that you haven't published, but you know this is about someone or something?
Not at all.
Really?
I kid you not. I'm just, hey man, I'm super focused on me, you know, just clean energy, good energy. I understand. Sometimes some people take this thing way too personally, you know? And I can't speak on people I haven't met or haven't dealt with, you know? I've only been receiving love. And I've actually seen some people taking shots, actually, now that you mention it. But then again, it's so crazy because there was a guy, I bumped into the guy when we were performing. He was so excited to meet me, and he was giving me like all sorts of praises, showing love. I'm like, yo, shout out. He's like, yo, we should actually link up for lunch or drinks, man, and chop it up. Maybe we could work on something. I was like, listen, man, I'm keen to hear what you've got. I think a month, 2 months later, homeboy, I don't know if he hit rock bottom or something. I see homeboy sending shots. He's making diss songs, but to everybody.
Okay.
But to everybody, not me specifically.
But you picked up something that was also related to you.
Yeah.
To you.
So he actually mentioned me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, well, it wasn't really much of a diss though. It's not that much. It's just a young sneaky line, yana, which wasn't really that much. And then he continued to quote that line like on a Facebook post. And I'm just like, okay, is this guy being serious? He also commented on my TikTok, giving me all sorts of praises again. So I'm just like, Omegu Pindota.
What is it?
But is it not possible that he's trying to bring back the competitive nature of the game?
I mean, you could say that, but I just don't know what your approach looks like, bro. I mean, if you show me all sorts of praise, you give me love. What is going on?
Yeah.
Is this thing real, or you just at least let me know if that's what it's about? I would, you know, I'm not.
I miss diss tracks. I wouldn't lie. I miss hearing that. That's why I F Joe.
Yeah.
I want to see the response.
Yeah.
Go, okay, you had a week to come up with something really good.
Personally, I think it would have to be not too much. I wouldn't want it to be like a personal thing, but I would want it to be a real thing.
Like battle rap.
Let's not just orchestrate something, Yana, just for the sake of creating, you know?
Yeah.
Nah. But if I know that you have a problem and you speak on, oh no, trust me, we're not gonna wait till the sun comes up. No. So I think that's my approach to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation. I think you were there, Ellen, when I had this conversation with Calvin about battle rap. I love how deep they go into it.
Yeah.
Because you can hear they're doing research on each other. And they dropping files on stuff. And at the end of it, they can still laugh at each other and go, that was actually a good line. You had me there.
Yeah.
But like, as a viewer, you're going, are you okay?
I don't know.
You want to ask him, are you okay?
Somebody's gonna walk out of there in a bag. If it was me, I can't take it like that. I can't take it.
You can't handle jabs.
No.
So
if you really went in, I can't take it.
Wait, so before your weekend did like a holiday special of roasting the host or whatever, you wouldn't be able to handle that?
I'd be like, yeah, well, low enough for tech, and then, you know, it's just clear the air. No ways, I can't.
I think I can handle it. I think I could be roasted. I probably got like a 20 to 30 minute threshold. I can laugh at myself. I can hear all the disses. I'll laugh at it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would take for me to go, okay, you've gone too far. Calm down.
Yeah.
We should actually try that.
No.
The before you weekend roast.
You guys can. I will moderate or whatever it may be. But yeah, no, there's no way.
You watching before you weekend.
Grammy nominations.
Yeah.
Tyler and Musa Keys had been nominated.
Oof.
Burna Boy's been nominated. I think Davido has also been nominated.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice time for Africa. How are we feeling about that?
Whew. I think it's awesome, man. You know, it's opening a lot more doors for African artists to be recognized, and I think right now African artists are just doing it at a global level, like at the highest level. So it's only fair that they get recognized. Yeah, it's exciting to see, man. It's very new. You know, I don't have much to say about it, but I actually want to see how far it goes and how it's gonna play out. You know, but it's really exciting to see.
I think it's really dope for Africans to get the recognition they're getting. My only qualm with award shows is it seems like it's not about how good a song is. It's about how well you marketed it, if you think about it. I'm sure there's probably 10,000 songs better than everything that's nominated, but I think it boils down to how well did you market the song. I don't really think it's about talent anymore.
Eish.
That's sad to say. I mean, that's really sad to say. I don't want to say that now it shows everybody else or somebody that wants to get into the industry how easy it is, because I don't think it's ever easy. It's always a long journey before you get to being nominated or recognized, you know, wherever else in the world. But I like how much access it's affording everybody now. It's showing people that if you keep your head down, do the work, hopefully get the right team on your side, you know, you're going to have the access that you need to get to those platforms where people now, you know you in America and you're on billboards and all of that stuff. So yes, you know, Tyler might not be the best out there according to
I'm not trying to take a knock on her.
Yeah. But it helps to have the right team on your side. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of artists, and they've mentioned how they've been played by the people on their team. So it's all about it's every little screw, you know, in the machinery. Everything needs to be tightened, and then, like, I suppose, just if it's your time, it's your time. You know.
True.
So yay for everybody that's there. There's people that should be there, and I'm sure that aren't. But their time will come eventually.
So then for you, Landrose, how much, if you were to do a percentage breakdown, how much was it luck and time, and how much was it strategic planning for your name to get out there? Because I'm assuming your name really started making rounds on TikTok and Instagram with one or two of the freestyles you dropped.
Actually, the first platform my first video went viral on Facebook.
Okay. Was that tactful, or you were just like
Strategic. I'd say it was in 2020. Obviously, first time COVID hit, you know, we're stuck, we're in houses, and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna need to figure something out, you know, because I was on a learnership and it got cut around that time, and I was like, oh man, okay, I'm gonna need to figure something out. Obviously, I do make music, so why not go at it like with the most I have? I went to buy a phone around March, got me a new phone, and I was just thinking, okay, I think I'm gonna do like daily freestyles and just send them out. So I kept on just trying different, you know, approaches to for actually judging from the response I would get from people. Like if I'm gonna use different languages, different styles, different flows, different beats. Because also I'm experimenting. I'm at home. I have all this time. But I felt like the first video that went viral was when I was rapping in multiple languages, and I started using just a few languages. And I saw the response, and I was like, okay, I'm adding another language tomorrow. And then just peeping the response, like, okay, I'm adding 2 more languages than the other day. So judging from the response, I knew it's okay, the next one will be my next single, but I need to do something that's never been done before. I need to make sure it's something that people can actually replay. Because if you look at it from a hip-hop perspective, the percentage is very low in this country specifically. So the best way to accommodate South Africa as a whole will be to involve other people's languages. That will be the best way to get everyone else involved in different provinces. And that's how I approached it.
Okay, that's interesting. So it was more tact than luck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. But I also feel like it's tricky, man. I feel like also everyone had time on their hands. You know, so like most people didn't even have jobs at the time. So they just wake up and just scroll through their phones and whatnot. So when I was staying creative, a lot more people, maybe others were also being creative, but a lot of them had nothing to do but look out for content or watch TV. So if you were super creative at that time, I'm sure it worked in your favor.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like whoever was adamant about creating content during the pandemic helped create a world where people don't feel crazy.
Yeah.
Like I need a buffer, or I need a place where I can just sit in silence with my craziness and see someone else be crazier than me. And now I feel like I'm not alone. I fully agree with that. Yeah. Black Friday is coming up. The funny thing with Black Friday coming up is the Galxboy conversation on Twitter. It's going, well, I think the conversation's over, but for the past 2-3 days, people have been complaining about the quality Galxboy sells and at the price they sell it at. And the reason why I brought up Black Friday is because with that day coming up, and we know what the day is about, people are talking about quality and whatever else in South Africa. Are we ever going to have a real solid functional conversation where we can say this is how we need to go forward as black businesses? Because we're always going to have the same conversation about quality and the service we get. How do we actually navigate that whole thing at this point in time? There's so many black businesses out there, and everyone's saying the same thing, like, okay, it's a black business, so I got to expect them to be late, or I got to expect the quality to be poor.
Yeah.
It's sad that that's a conversation we're having.
It's also a very true conversation.
Yeah,
like
but how do you fix it?
You try to stand up for your black people, and they're not coming to the party. It's sort of like, yeah, well, if you don't take it, somebody else is going to take it, right? And that's the honest to goodness truth. You get, I don't know, whether it's beverages or it's clothing, it's whatever it is. Even one of the biggest sneaker brands have had issues, but then be open to listening to what your community is saying. The buyers are saying that it's bad quality. Then say, okay, you know what, thank you so much, and then we go and work on it. People aren't willing to work on it. It's like, if you don't, somebody else will. And because we aren't, I don't know what it is exactly about us, but we aren't the type of nation that says, you know what, keep your stuff. I'm not even coming to the party. I'm not buying it. I'm not going to wear it because it's bad quality. I think we look more into the person than the product. I think that's how a lot of, especially if you are a celebrity fashion house or whatever the case may be, you've got a better chance of winning if you are celebrity, because people are buying into your name than, you know, your products that they've got. Yes, they are complaining about Galxboy, but they've been complaining. I know that because I wanted to get something from them, and you obviously look at the reviews and whatever, and I've seen complaints, but that was before they did this whole new launch and everything, and they're still continuing. So clearly there's a disconnect, you know, with the company and with the customer.
I think people want to buy from black businesses. I think everyone just has that fear. Like, if you've been burnt once or twice, the third time, even when you want to give it a go, you're going to go, I don't know if I should go. But like there needs to be a resolve. And I don't know what should the CEO of Vitots, what should he be doing to fix the problem? I think people have given suggestions, but at the end of the day, all the suggestions is going to cost money. And I think that's probably what everyone struggles to fix. Like, okay, fine, I hear the complaints. I know what to do. I can't afford to do what you need me to do. And we still need to give him a chance, though. We can't just cut him out and go, fine, if you're not going to get it right, then fine, we'll go to TEP or the G-League or whatever. Also,
we're very hard on black businesses, I think.
We
hard on South African businesses. We are very quick to jump onto whichever bandwagon is coming from overseas. But as soon as it says brand South Africa, then we want to poke and prod, and so who manufactures, you know, your products, etc., etc. And then we want to deep dive and do all of that jazz. When it happens to other products, you know, elsewhere, we just buy into it. If social media says this is the in thing, we buy it, and we don't care if it's made in some, you know, sweatshop in China or whatever. We just buy.
You know what I'm picking up from this? What I'm picking up from this is judging from people complaining about the quality and whatnot. If maybe the solution might actually cost him, the fact that people have been supporting at that price, I don't think he should be worried about the pricing that much. Because it looks like people are actually willing to support. they're probably saying, hey man, please get it right. We don't care if uzoikupula with this much. If the quality is going to be as strong as we want it or as nice as we want it, then we're here, you know? I think that's where he should look into, because I make merch myself. It's not no clothing line or whatnot, but just I think I'm in the first floor, if I should say. So now there's been times where I would start and get simple t-shirts, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm just gonna get t-shirts all printed and then just Nah, over time you do realize, oh man, to get the right type of quality, the grams, the material, the feel, you need to spend a lot more, right? And some of the people, when you have to raise the prices, like, oh no, malini, oh that's hard.
Yeah.
But then again, over time, when people have grown familiar with the brand and they feel like, no man, we support you, they don't mind. Hey, if you tell them, listen, I got, maybe you could get like the standard tea, that's okay. But the premium tea, hey man, bump the cheese up, you'll get it. They don't mind.
Yeah.
But a part of me, as much as I love us as Africans, I think we're the least forgiving when it comes to being burnt by a business. Like, okay, so this is how your quality looks. I'm done. I'm not coming back. And I understand when you watch, like, for example, the Afrikaans community. Oh no, they'll give them another chance until they'll keep the Jewish community that does that as well. We're gonna keep putting money here. We're gonna keep buying. You're gonna keep messing up, but there's gonna come a time where you're gonna be held accountable, and we're done with you. But we're gonna keep giving you a chance until you get it right. I don't think we as Africans do that.
Because we weren't conditioned to give each other a chance. Everybody needs to scramble to the top of the barrel, so much so that if I see somebody with a good product, it's very seldom that I say that, hey man, this is a great product, good on you, you know, tell me about your journey, and then I support you, that kind of thing, just so that I know what you're about, kind of thing. Everybody is so hell-bent on getting themselves to the top of the barrel that I can't have, you know, everybody else here. So, and we were conditioned that way, so that's why it's very difficult to break out of that.
I think I agree. I think in addition with that, it's also because of the ripple effect it's caused. So, like, one black business performing poorly affects the reputation of every other black business. Because you go, oh, but if you like this other clothing line that I'm trying to buy from, it's probably like that too. Or that other restaurant's probably like that too. And I feel like there's this pressure now in this entrepreneurial community that none of you guys can screw up, because if you screw up, they're not coming to me because you can't get that right.
So you're saying all black businesses are tied?
Technically.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like that's the ripple effect it's causing, because now
you've got to try so much harder.
I don't like mentioning brands, but like, so Galxboy's mess up is going to affect Petrol Milk. It's going to affect Chepper Streetwear. It's going to affect Mofire because one person couldn't get it right. I feel like that's painful. But secondly, I don't think black entrepreneurs should be celebrating Black Friday. I don't think we should participate in that. Or unless it's pivoted or the narrative's changed. Like maybe in Africa, Black Friday or Black November should be about buying from black businesses. Maybe that, not discounted sales, whatever. Just let's try see, can we sustain this country ourselves? Can we just put this to the test and see how many years will it take for us to buy a phone from a black business, a phone that's manufactured by a black business, and a car that's manufactured by a black car manufacturer. Like how many years will it take to be that sustainable? I think that's what it should be about. I don't know how long it would take to ever do that, but I feel like that's the conversation that we should be having. I don't want to see now we're selling this dress at 50% off. Why you selling it at? You shouldn't be selling it at that.
It just takes one. It takes one business to say that, look, this is, or one person. I'd like to say that one person represents, you know, a group of people, a small community, to say that, look, guys, this is what we're doing in November. And I suppose that if you are a celebrity and influencer, somebody in the public eye, you know, that's kind of like on you to say that, okay, how can I, outside of my music, outside of whatever it is that I produce and set out into the world, how can I uplift another business that has nothing to do with my industry? You know, so it just takes one, and then everybody else, you know, jumps onto that same bandwagon. The problem is we're so hard pressed on, I've got to wear XYZ and you know, all of that. Take for example the DJ Zintle brand. like her era brand, right? She believes in it so much, right? That I don't think that if it was because of the other brands that she wears, I don't think that if it was of great quality, she would pair it with what she's wearing, right? So when I look at her brand, you associate it with luxury, you associate it with good quality because of the way it's presented, right? So now, if I was in the public eye, all I would need to say is that I support South African brands. And that is what I do. I mean, I'm just a little fish in like very big ocean, but that is what I insist on doing. Yeah. And if it's not of good quality, then I'm going to tell that person, and I hope that they do something about it. I don't ask for, hey man, okay, you charge me like $500, can't you like make it 250? Yeah. Because everybody has to eat, right? So pay the right amount so that person can actually give the quality that they should be producing, right? So every time we're like, man, just give me, something for free, something. Yeah. Pay the amount so they can better their business as well.
Yeah, I agree. Will Smith's former manager.
We're here again. We are here again.
The Smith family owns November. Every year, it should be their month. Will Smith's former manager claims he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin having sex. I don't know if you guys saw the video.
Wow.
The video footage of the podcast. The manager says when he walked in, he saw Will Smith bent over and he was getting murdered. I don't know why he explained it like that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
There's murder in there.
That is wild.
This is not another Steve Harvey situation where it wasn't actually true, apparently, allegedly?
I haven't seen any response from. Please correct me in the comments if you guys know more information when this comes out. But Will Smith or Dwayne Martin hasn't responded.
Oh my goodness.
He said, the manager said I walked in. Yeah. Will Smith is getting.
Yeah. Defamation of character.
Oh, the pursuit of happiness is now over.
Oh, wow.
My goodness.
Just.
No.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Guys, okay. This is like, it's not fun. It's not funny. But they've been separated, right? They are no longer husband and wife. So if he was, then what? Because he's no longer with the wife.
I think for you ladies who have had Will Smith as your celebrity crush, does it destroy the image you've had of him?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So let's say Denzel Washington comes out this morning. Guys, I'm divorced, I'm gay.
Nah.
I don't think everyone's going to look at him as the Training Day guy anymore. Unfortunately. We're not going to go... I forgot what his thing was. I forgot what his monologue was. But like, we're not going to see him the same. Even if you're not homophobic, you can't undo how you've seen him. It's broken.
Again, it's conditioning. Because now, the only way that happens is because originally, your baseline for gay is weak. Okay? And your baseline for lesbian, it has to be butch and strong and unattractive. So that is your baseline of thinking. So if he had to come out and say, my man, and he's no longer that man to you, Njai, like how? He hasn't said, the only part where you have to make any adjustments is if now they're going through a total, like a gender change, right? Then I have to now go from Denzel to I don't know, Daisy. That is going to take a bit of a while for me. But Njenjenje, you're still the guy. I still have a crush on you.
Oh my goodness. You know what this reminds me of? I saw a clip of Will Smith. I think Jada was there. I think they were playing sports and whatnot. So now they're chilling on the bench there. And there's a guy who was actually giving Will a massage.
Oh, wow.
And he says, only a man knows what a man needs.
Oh, wow. I tried so hard to fight this one. We are not winning.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
I guess in today's world, thankfully in today's year, you can be open and expressive and experiment cool. It's still... How old is Will Smith, by the way? He's in his 50s, right?
Yeah.
It's still... There's something about the idea you formed in your head about a person.
Yeah.
Even though you have limited information about them, it doesn't change the idea you formed. And I think, especially for black men, you build your life on a reputation. And in your head, you think the smallest thing can destroy it. I remember even in my church days serving as a pastor, I felt like the smallest mistake will change how everybody sees me. And I feel like with this coming out, at the same time, this manager said he was really close friends with Will Smith. I'm questioning the friendship if you're gonna bring that up.
Yeah, you don't do that.
But secondly, it's like now he has to do more damage control. You already know what he just came out of, and now you're gonna like deepen the sword.
Why do you think he said what he said? Do you think there was some sort of issue, some sort of beef behind the scenes, and he decided that, hey, I'm just gonna let it all out? If that's the case,
there must be some.
It must be Will's fault. He must have done something.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
big Will, good Will.
Good old Will.
You know, there's none like
if
him.
you're gonna if you're gonna like soil someone's reputation, it's because you feel like something was taken away from you.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose, and that's the most dangerous type
He's
of
got
person.
nothing to lose.
That's crazy though. To even take it that far. That's crazy though.
But like even on a human journey, how often do you find yourself in a place where you feel like, I wish I could tell the world what you're doing to me, what you've done to me?
Ugh.
We've all experienced it, like, okay, this person's acting like they clean or whatever on socials. I wish I could just drop a comment and just change everything.
Yeah, but again, you know, you're a good person. You know, your parents taught you better, so you're just like, you know what, it's fine, God will. But sometimes I just feel like just a young, say something, because everybody's got something on somebody, you know. But I'm not sure
Why is
let
that?
out.
Why do we need to have something on someone? Why can't we just go?
You don't
did
look
wrong,
for
I'm
it. You
done.
don't ask. You don't ask for it. We're sitting in a room like this, you know, and then you say something to me like on the sly or whatever, thinking that you know, or let's just say what happens, especially in my case, is that I hang around with a lot of guys, right? And because of that, you're taken as one of the boys. They don't fatela you in any way. So men just talk. They just talk. And I'm like, and when? Because I know your girl. And I know how you are in the public eye. So you shouldn't be like, you know, saying all of the stuff that you're saying. But that's how it happens. So it's not even something, maybe he trusted him. He was a friend and he trusted him. And he wasn't supposed to see that because he said that he walked in and they were. So it wasn't something that he was used to seeing on a day-to-day. So, you know, I don't think anybody has the right to out anybody. You know, just everybody. Yeah, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
Die with it, Wena. Like, what are you gonna gain? Fine, you said it, and then what?
So he said it in the podcast. That's crazy though.
What made it worse is how the host reacts, because you can see she's in shock as she hears it, and of course because she's trying to do entertainment, she has to be very dramatic about how she's receiving it.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean, she could have done. I think it would have been too advanced if she said, "Oh, okay," and because it was you mature with how you receive information, but she had to do the whole. Let me show how dramatic this is. Create this circus, and now it's gonna hurt people.
And you know, to some people, it is a shocker.
For sure.
Especially when it comes from someone who's regarded as a close friend or who used to be a close friend. It's just like, what? So it's crazy, man. I still feel like it wasn't supposed to be said on a platform like that. That's like a personal thing, man. Y'all can sort that out in private.
That's where you do inside jokes at the cookout.
Oof.
Like,
you want to be went over again, right? What?
Oh my goodness.
no, sis.
We actually got to speed it up. Keke Palmer wins full custody of her baby because her ex-boyfriend's allegedly abusing her, or was abusing her.
Yeah. Divorce, separation, breakups are a messy thing.
They were just dating, right?
No, I think they were just dating.
Okay.
So whatever separation you have, you know, unless you sit down and talk about the way forward, it's always a very messy kind of thing. I mean, just like what we were just talking about now, the whole Will Smith and Jada thing. She didn't have to do what she did. She made it messy. She could have just said, guys, we are divorcing and that's that. But now it's sad when people can't forget themselves or put themselves on the back burner and think of, the child or whoever else is involved, because now your mom's involved in this whole thing and your brother's, busy commenting in whichever way that he should comment and all of that stuff. We don't, and it's very possible. It's very possible. While you guys were being really creative in 2020, I was sitting down with my ex on some, okay, how do we do this in a very humane way, and still be able to talk to each other and interact. And it's a decision that you take, Once you've made that decision, you go ahead with it. And there's no way or no place where somebody can walk up to me and say, hey, you're XYZ, because not in my presence, and I'd hope that he would actually do the same for me. So it's sad that all of this stuff is coming out, and I resonate with it because she didn't say a lot. During the time, she was hiding a whole lot. She was covering for him a whole lot.
Oh, you mean in connection with the Usher thing when?
No, before then, with the physical abuse and all of that stuff. Yeah. Because this happened way before the Usher thing, right? So it's just, and that's where the mother came in and said to the brother, his brother, who also went on social media and said that, she's not the best of people. The mother said, but I have come to you as his brother and said, hey, your brother is beating on my daughter. And so they were very aware of it, but she still hid it because for the sake of the relationship, I'm trying to fix things, I'm trying to, make things right. You hide stuff, you suppress stuff. Yeah. So now it's all coming out. And it's sad because he didn't have to go that route. All of the evidence in form of the footage and stuff that was taken on the home cameras wasn't going to ever come out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
So if he didn't, come at her sideways, I think she wouldn't have gone that route. She would have kept everything, behind closed doors, and it would have been all right. But now your child is one day going to have access to all of this stuff.
Hey.
No matter how much you clean up your act, your child has access to that. We don't think of future. We're always thinking like very, right here on some, it's fine, I can say whatever I want in the media about her. You don't think of 10 years from now when your child can actually Google stuff and check things out and see. So it's sad, man. It really is sad.
I hate how Twitter made it worse. And like for me, when I go on Twitter, I go to Twitter to laugh because it's where people are the shadiest of people. It's the shadiest of jokes, but you can't help but it's funny. But when you read the comments, people are like, I could already tell this person's abusive. How? At what point in time could you go, something's wrong with Keke's ex?
The time when they were busy making funny videos and stuff at home and in the car, you didn't say that.
They did content like that?
They had content where people now fell in love with the idea of, black love is something that we have to have out there because it's so rare, I think. So the minute
couples content's boring though, I must be honest.
When you are just very cynical.
No, it's just boring.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why? How?
I don't want to see couples I don't know. I don't want to see skits and voice. What when you have synchronized voices to all. Yeah. It's like something original.
It just shows that it's possible to actually like the person that you're with.
What?
Because that's what it means. Because
you like the person.
You like no. Yeah. Clearly, a lot of people don't like each other. It's very difficult. People don't go out with their partners because. No, you can't be seen, and they don't like their people. So it's an actual thing. So when I see black love, I'm there. I'm subscribing before I even see. I just okay, black love, subscribe.
Just have dope photos, man.
But we want to know. That's the thing about social media. We want to know what TK does when you say cut here. I want to know what happens on a Saturday, on a Sunday. We want to watch vlogs. We want to do whatever. When you are done being rapper extraordinaire, what is it that you do on a Saturday afternoon? We are interested in that kind of stuff. So because you are sour, don't make the rest of us sour. Okay?
Do you like couples content?
Now that she touched on it, she got me thinking of something, yes. It is rare. And I don't think a lot of people, especially guys, I don't think a lot of people are actually open to the couple content, blah, blah. But there's actually not a lot of people doing couples content. Maybe that's why it feels so foreign. Yeah. It feels a bit uncomfortable, to a lot of people because there's not a lot of people doing it. Yeah. So when others actually do it, I think it is cool, hey? I'm actually thinking about it long and hard now when you speak of it. I'm just like, actually, I go buy the content, man.
I think there's a lot.
It has to start somewhere. So? In America, it's a lot. Not in South Africa. South Africa, it's very few and far in between. I think we're too afraid to have, also because we are messy. Just now, I put my boyfriend on social media and he belongs to somebody else and I'm not fitting to like dump him. Okay. So, you know. So I think internationally, it's a thing. Or we are trying to make it a thing. Even there, people are struggling to, you know. There's that whole black man, white woman chat and all of that stuff. So it's a dying breed, I think. But also, we need to start somewhere. Our parents weren't comfortable with PDA, okay? And it's something that we want to see. Where are you going to see it? You have to do it so that your friends can see it and they can be okay with it. And then your children see it and then it becomes the norm.
If the purpose is that the children get to see, I'm all for it.
But how are they going to see it then? You're not talking about your kids, right? You have to show the world that it actually is okay. When people start this whole "'cause men don't cheat" thing, right? I'm like, you know, whatever.
Is that a conversation?
It's a conversation, like real men.
Producer, do you guys cheat? Do you guys not cheat?
I don't think
he's not even answering. He's not even shaking his head.
That's the response you need.
That's the response that we need because he knows that the boys are dangerous, okay? So if you want to start something, you don't have kids. You've got your nieces and whatever. I understand privacy but you show the world or you show your people, just your little circle, that it's okay. You don't need to show the entire universe. Just show your circle that it's okay for that. Because if you guys, there's 3 men in the studio right now. So if the 3 of you and only one of you are comfortable with your girlfriend, I'm not talking about social media, your girlfriend on your WhatsApp status, you are with your girl loudly, proudly, wherever it is that you go, then you will see that, oh, okay, this is actually, I wanna be like him. Okay, you know, this is cool. And then that little one over there will also see that I'm gonna stop my nonsense and be like him as well.
Okay, I agree.
And what I've noticed, like I actually dumped somebody over something so tiny. I noticed him doing it like once or twice. He would come in for a hug, but he would always scan the room first. So I'm like, who are you looking for? Do you have a girlfriend around here? Because you're grown enough. Like your parents shouldn't be like shocked that you're hugging a girl or you've got a girlfriend. But now you're scanning the room before you hug me. Keep your hugs. You're not going to see me anymore. So do you see how we need that black love?
Damn.
Are you okay now? Are you buying into this whole thing now?
Just... It's the lip syncing ones. I was like, guys, just write.
Let people create in the way that they want. TK,
sure. I'm not fighting them. I'm not on them.
You're saying that it's That's what you say.
I scroll quickly.
What do you want them to rather do then?
I don't know. You know what? It's December. I'll write something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'll write something. We'll see what it looks like.
Oh my.
Let's go.
Okay, producer, can we get 8 minutes? Cool. Okay, I got to skip this one, but let's cover this one. Terrence Howard is now suing Paramount for the 20 years of royalties he hasn't been paid over a role he acted in. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Hustle and Flow.
I actually have.
There's a song he made on that thing. He's suing them for that song because on the credits, the character's name's written, not Terrence Howard.
Oh wow!
So he's suing them for the 20 years that he hasn't been paid royalties for that song.
As he should. As he should.
This is a tricky conversation.
Why? What are you saying? He didn't write it as the character, right? He wasn't in character and then said. But even if you are in character, it's.
Did you watch Empire?
Yes, I did.
And I'm just asking out of curiosity. I don't know if you've watched Empire and seen the album. Whose name's on the credits? Is it the characters or is it the actual people? Because I feel to some degree, if I'm paying you to play a role and be featured in a song that you didn't write, it's part of your role. I'm trying to understand how the roles, and I'm not trying to be on the side of the label or the movie house, production house, but I'm trying to understand if the character did the part and did the role, educate me. Like I feel like okay, but that belongs to the movie.
Is that what you're saying? That it was written for the character, he just had to deliver?
Can you imagine Terrence Howard writing?
I mean, he's not the best of artists. Hey guys,
they probably had writers. So I'm trying to, and I'm just playing devil's
then you
advocate here, like,
can't. Yeah.
you should maybe get royalties for the role you played if this is still being streamed or published. But for a song that you came with the role too, I don't know if it's valid.
It should be.
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. But I feel like they're getting legal advice for this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think you just wake up, especially a guy at his level, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just wake up and say, I'm just going to start suing people. Surely they've done their research. Somebody you must have said.
Yeah, for sure. You should be getting money from something, but if I write a musical and I say I want Speedster to play the role of the gangster in this musical, the gangster's rapping.
It's not you.
Not Speedster.
Yeah. And you're given the role, you're given the
character.
lines. Yeah.
So why should Speedster get money for the character who rapped?
That makes sense.
It doesn't live on your album or anywhere where your name is. It lives on the musical. That's why I'm a bit like, do you have any ground?
Tricky.
I believe, yes, actors should definitely get their royalties. This whole writer strike that's been going on. 100%. It's just in this particular conversation, it may be the only people who should be getting royalties are the writers.
Yeah.
Not him for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Dylan Discover, where are you?
Yeah.
There's content for the next time. Hello, you know. But
yeah,
it definitely makes sense. If it was written for the character, then I don't see why you should be. You know, the writers, yes, definitely. But you know, like you said, he was advised by somebody. Somebody saw that we can finesse this and make it work in our.
Take something out, you know.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've got to wrap this up. So let me just raise these 3 points. If you guys want to drop an opinion on this, quickly say it now. Former criminal jumped into a gunfight and rescued a police officer in America. There's video footage of him pulling this police officer into safety, which is so ironic. And he's a black guy, of course. So it's like, I guess we really do matter.
I mean,
hey now.
I mean, Ubuntu, man.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't his fight, and according to what rap battles and rap whatever it may be that we watch on TV, when they say that this wasn't my fight, so there was no reason for me to be in there, so I'm going to help whoever. I helped my brother, I helped a fellow human being, so yay on him. I mean, it's not that deep. He just helped. He did what a human being should do.
Yeah. Minister of Electricity is now acting as the finance minister because the finance minister is sick.
Guys,
I feel like we are idiots now. The government is saying you guys are idiots, we'll do what we want.
No, like legit. You come in there with your resume saying, I can do all of these things.
Not just that.
Electric, finance, this, that, and the other. I'm there. Call me. It's me. I can do it.
It's not just that. It's portfolios have a minister and a deputy minister.
Exactly.
Shouldn't the process be when the minister's out, the deputy has all the information to take the role?
Yes.
But apparently, according to their books, the deputy doesn't have a seat in cabinet. So they can't exercise authority, which is the stupidest law made up. It doesn't make sense. What's the role of the deputy there?
It should work like Miss South Africa. When, you know, if the first one cannot be and perform her international duties, then you get the first runner-up to do it. And if she's not there, then you get second princess. That is why, you know, it's a whole thing. But that's weird. But it's South Africa, so hey.
Well, April's coming. The elections are coming. I can't wait.
Do you think you're going to see anything different?
Ask him first.
This time.
Hard to say. But I feel like a lot more people are involved right now, hey? And I feel like people, I mean, it's like, I don't think we've ever shown this much interest into politics, hey? Especially even young people.
I think the anger is increasing, which is good.
Which is good.
I feel like us who live in the city are subscribed to comfort. And that's a problem to the change we want to see. As long as we are subscribed to the comfort, we're not prepared to change it.
Yeah.
And I've been saying we actually need the chaos. If we want the change, we actually have to go through the rough. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna hurt us financially. But if we want to see, we actually need that.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. The country's only been getting worse for the past how many years? It's only been getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, only been getting worse. This is not a good thing that's happening.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. The Springboks couldn't even save us if they tried. That's how crazy it is. That was just a moment for us to be happy and celebrate.
Yeah.
But, bro, we still live in this crazy reality. So I feel like it'll take a lot more.
I think everybody's participating now.
Yes.
So we're definitely participating. We're more vocal about being unhappy. But if you had to ask any Tom, Dick, or Harry, okay, so then who are you voting for? Or where are you leaning towards then? Current government or somebody else? They don't even know. That is the problem. So yes, we are more vocal. But when we get down to where I'm going to place my eggs, I have no idea because it's just a shit show from top to...
So maybe the ballot papers in next year's election mustn't be choose your party, must be choose your criminal. Just to remind us. You must say choose your criminal and we see the faces.
That's what we've been doing. We don't word it that way.
No, we should. Then.
That's exactly what we've been doing. Choose your criminal. All right, this one. And then we see them. There they are right now.
You know what? I'll choose the former criminal that actually protected their police, blah, blah, blah. Thank you.
Because he's got his priorities straight, right? He
That's smart.
That's what we're going with.
There we go.
That's what we're going with.
I mean, don't choose us for just like The Rock. Apparently, they was like saying that, hey, look, don't you want to run in America? You can just ask and say, yeah. Other parties came up to him and they did some sort of research that proved that if he were to run, he would have a very good chance of winning.
Yeah, he's the most popular name or whatever on Google or something like that.
And we can't be shocked because Schwarzenegger was, the guy.
He would, if The Rock became the president, he would be the third president from the entertainment industry in America to be president. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Donald Trump was a reality star. If The Rock becomes president, he'll be the third actor to become a president.
Guys,
crazy.
Aren't you thinking of taking your madness and going to sit there in Pretoria?
Why? Say intelligence and knowledge and... Like, come now. Okay, let's wrap this up with the last question and then we're going to wrap it up. I want to ask you guys this as well. We're coming to the end of 2023. If you think of all the weird and wonderful questions you've been asked during this year, what's the one question that's burnt in your memory of the weird and wonderful questions you've been asked? The weirdest question I got asked was, so you have sex every day, right? This came out of nowhere. Like,
how do you even?
And this is by Instagram because like I was saying to this person, I know this person from like church days.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
wow.
So I said it's good speaking to you, whatever. And then out of nowhere, the person says, "So you have sex every day, right?" I assume you just have sex every day.
And that was it.
Yeah,
there was nothing.
That was the question.
There was
that
no
was the question
about relationships or anything. It was just,
what?
So
no
you have sex
up.
every day. You look like someone who has sex every day.
That was the opening line.
What does that look like?
Was it a woman?
You're asking the wrong question.
Was it a woman? Nah.
Focus
because
on the questions.
I can see where they're going with this because now if it's a woman asking, because clearly I look at some artists, right? I look at people, I look at people and I'm like, he looks like he knows how to do the things. Okay, so that's exactly how she just looked at you and she's like, I think he has sex every single day. It came from a place of need. Okay, like I need somebody that's gonna give me something every single day. And then she's like, aha, when?
In the words of the wise philosopher Davido, I'm unavailable.
I'm unavailable.
Yay! Yay! Black love, loud and proud.
Gosh. Okay, wrap this up. Do you have a question? Do you have a wonderful question that you got asked?
No, nothing that I can put on, the internets like that. I get the weirdest stuff. Like people are getting really, really brave, these days. So nothing that I feel comfortable putting out there right now.
Now I'm more curious. Landrose?
No ways.
It's nothing crazy. It's more so just temptation at its best.
Oh.
It's always the case.
Oh.
Somebody asked me this question and I was like, man, you better get out of here with this. They said, can I take you out and eat you out as a token of appreciation?
Oh my, baby girl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love you.
Gosh.
I mean, wrong time, but yes. Girl.
A straight shooter. A straight shooter.
As a black South African man, how do you feel about that? Let's say you were single.
Yeah.
How would you feel about a woman coming at you in that way? Black South African.
I guess it also depends. With the fact that I'm an artist, it has become somewhat a common thing, I guess, you know. But it's like every time people come through with this type of approach, it's always just like, what? What? I'll pin the food to it.
But straight shooters need nice things, though. They deserve nice things.
Man, you could say that.
Boys, stop.
Okay, close the hour. It's been good. Thank you so much, Landrose. And then do your thing. Take us home.
Guys, another day, another dollar. That was an amazing. It was really, really good. Thank you so much, Landrose, for coming through.
Thank you guys for having me.
It was really, really good. I hope everybody had a great week. Here's to getting closer and closer to the 16th of December, that holiday that we are all looking forward to. Before your weekend, guys, where we talk about everything that happens during the week before the weekend comes through. So be safe. Everybody go well. We'd like to hear from you. So comments, like, share. Please just share it. We love it. Everybody that shares it, especially a big shout out to TKM on Instagram. She just loves sharing all of that stuff and commenting. We would love to chat with every one of you. So yeah, until next week, we love you. Peace out, man.
Bye.
You watching before you weekend.